Drinking Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
I'm excited. Are you? This is a nice little thing we got going here.
We should tell the audience where we are currently on the back deck of a beautiful rented Airbnb house that we have in Denver, Colorado. It is a crisp fall day.
It is.
Actually, leaves just fell off the tree onto Jared's legs.
I feel great.
I know you feel great. You're a little too comfortable right now.
You're like a land mermaid.
2 large cup of Tito's in.
Yeah, you are. Nice. You are. And your legs are... Why are they spread like that? Why are they spread so wide?
I just wanted to get
Why do you have a wide gate?
Why do you gotta fuck with me all the time?
Wide? You start off with a wide gate like that?
All I want to do
Look at that. Rocco's not here. We have Evan Hafer, so Jared's drinking out of Rocco's custom cup.
Yeah,
family.
It's so we don't forget about it.
Welcome to the show, Evan Hafer. We love having Evan Hafer.
I love being here, Ross. Thank you.
President, CEO of Black Rifle Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Also the 1972 downhill skiing champion.
Yes,
absolutely.
For the country of Guam.
Yeah.
Little known fact.
Well, it was based on height restriction back then.
Yeah.
So I fell into the perfect height demographic for Guam in that year. So
yeah,
it didn't have anything to do with where you were born.
Guami. You were Guami. Very Guami. You are very Guami.
They called me Guami the Swami.
Guami Swami.
Well, welcome to the show, kids. As you know, we get a few sponsors that pay for this fucking thing to be on the air.
Oh, do we?
I can't believe it.
Oh, do we?
I still can't believe it.
But I love them.
I can't believe they haven't harassed us for the way we advertise.
Right? I know.
I love it.
I mean, because, first up, we have Haven Lock. That's havenlock.com. In case you're just tuning in for the first time on Drinkin' Bros, Haven Lock, they've got a mechanism called the Haven Mech. It's a deadbolt for your door. A lot of scientists have said it takes 3 kicks on average to kick in a door.
Would that be a scientist or an engineer? It's semantics. I'm sorry.
Both. Yeah. I think most scientists
you got
are
you got the
They
advertisement.
start there.
No, look.
Are you sure?
You
don't just go to college to be a scientist.
Scientists, doctors, engineers, they're all kind of the same to me.
Your information...
Those are interchangeable professions, I think.
Ross, your information's on lock, so you just go with it.
Nailed it.
See what I did there?
Nailed it. But with this new Haven Mech lock, it takes over 50 kicks to get through a fucking door. So why don't you ask yourself this. Is your family safe? Are you safe? Do you not feel safe at night? Because if you don't, you better go out and get yourself a fucking Haven Mech for that door. Go to havenlock.com. They're combat veteran owned. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. They get a one-time offer on these locks of $99, which that's almost so cheap you feel like you're stealing.
It's like you have 99 problems, but a lock ain't one.
Dude, that's got to be the new slogan, dude. 99 problems, but a lock ain't one. Go to havenlock.com, get yourself a lock. Next up to the grease bucket of the show.
Party.
It is. It's a little party.
This is a nice little party today. I feel like relaxed and vibing.
It really is nice out here.
And I'm not even high.
And yet.
You are in Denver.
We are.
It would be legal.
We were at a dispensary today. I picked up some weed root beer. You know what I'm putting in that weed root beer, Evan? Strike Force.
Oh, God.
Strike Force Energy is what I'm putting in there. Because here's the thing. Whenever you're drinking weed root beer, you want to balance it off with a little energy, so that way your levels are proper. Yep. You know, it's kind of like Eminem. Turn me up in the headphones, yo. It's you're fucking
your snare's a little low, so you throw some Strike Force in there, and boom, your shirt's cracking.
Boom,
like a live Jay-Z concert.
Yeah. So look, Strike Force goes great in weed beers. It goes in liquors. It goes in waters. It goes. Pretty much any goddamn liquid on the face of this earth. Let's say you're dating somebody, she's a squirter. Let's say you're into that. You drink it. Throw a little Strike Force in there, dude. Nice little pick-me-up.
I'm fucking lazy. I just suck it out of the pack.
I
mean, that shit almost wakes you up just because the taste is potent without diluting it. But I like the taste.
I know, so do
I. It's
like
a fucking
kick
to the teeth.
It's great. It's great. So go to strikeforceenergy.com. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. You get 20% off every single box forever, and they ship anywhere in the entire world. Where's the furthest point you've ever been, Evan, in your life?
The furthest point I've ever been is probably from here. I would say Afghanistan. I think that's almost
Hey,
directly on the other side.
Guess where they ship?
Yeah. They ship to Afghanistan.
You're goddamn right they do.
Yeah.
You goddamn right they.
and not
you
only
you can fit about
APOAEs.
600 in a rucksack,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and you can send it to fucking
Jeez.
homeboy at a hut. Even you give him an address.
Oh hell yeah!
You send him an Addy.
You can send it to Jabba the Hutt. You can send it to Pizza Hut. You can send it any fucking hut you
Any
think
hut.
of. Tahiti. There's a nice little hut in Tahiti.
Those
I
are
can see
nice
us settling
huts.
down at one day.
Those are nice huts.
So go get yourself a subscription. We all got a subscription. They ship that shit to our house. And they've also got that 750 milliliter bottle.
That is dope. It's like a fucking squirt.
It
Squirt
squirts.
dispensary.
Squirts
For
out.
fucking energy, dude.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
It's a sweet.
It's almost like hands. What's a fucking energy?
Yeah, it's
know?
almost like hand sanitizer. It
It
squirts
is.
right out, and you can
Mm.
fucking you can lick it like the back of a bullfrog.
What a great idea that is.
In the
Like
South
in the morning,
American jungle.
you squirt that shit in the cup.
Yeah.
You know?
Squirt it right in a cup. Boom.
Boom.
Those
I
guys
like
are gonna be
that.
fucking loaded.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I like the
They're
squirt
gonna
bottle.
forget about us.
I didn't know about that until Freedom Fest. I'm like, oh, we got squirt bottles. Like, what?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanna squirt
Amazing. Amazing. So go to strikeforceenergy.com. Get yourself some of that shit. And next up, we got a little company called Tartarus Ordnance.
Tartarus Ordinance. I wish a motherfucker would.
would. Hey man, can I? Would you?
I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah. Step on in that door.
Can I? Would you?
Can I? Would you? I wish a motherfucker would. Get a little TARTARUSORDNANCE.com for all your home defense ammunition needs. You get a packet of bullets and walk up to a girl in a bar and say,
Packet of
would you like
bullets.
just the tip? Just the tip?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Also,
Or maybe you just toss one of the bullets at your daughter's prom date. You say next time it'll come at you a little faster.
yeah.
I like that.
I like
That's
that
the
a
slow
lot.
one.
I like that a lot.
The
Back
next
by
one
9.
will be faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Back by
And
9.
good luck catching that, fuckface. you dirty fuckface.
I just want to push the front of your teeth through the back of your head.
Yeah. I want to see you poop your jeans tonight, stranger.
Oh. God.
There's a bullfrog here in Denver, Colorado.
Barking spiders.
So go to tartarsordnance.com. Also, if you're teaching tactical classes, there's a promo code of Drinkin' Bros. It's 10% off. They deal firearms, and they also fucking they'll give you 10% off of every single box, even if you order 10,000. 10% off. I wouldn't do it if I were them, but they're doing it. They're
doing
making
it.
that offer.
They are registered to FFL, and they got the goodies, man. I run through ammo like I used to run through girls in my early 20s. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of ammo.
It's a lot of piles of tears on
I
those
turned in the
floors.
puss
There's a
for
lot
the
of
ammo.
insecurity going on over there in that ammo.
Next up, we got the pleasure to hang with these fine gentlemen here at Freedom Fest in Colorado. We got warfightertobacco.com.
Warfighter tobacco.
Yeah. It's not cul-de-sac drive-by tobacco. It's warfighter tobacco.
It's not your grandma's tobacco.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Although
not.
your grandma's tobacco is probably pretty good because she knew her shit.
Yeah, she got her chaw
'Cause she's
on her.
probably from India.
Yeah,
Italy or
your grandma's got
something.
those old jeans with the ring around it, where that Sea Hagen chaw was.
Granny, you dip.
Granny, you got some spearmint Sea Hagen for me?
Granny, can I get a dip?
Can I get a Kodiak?
I think Warfighter Tobacco needs to make dip.
Hey, they
They
could.
need to make chaw.
Look, they've got right now. They've got specialized Drinking Bros
Bros
cigars.
cigars. Yeah, they do, man.
Online. So go to
limited
warfightertobacco.com.
supply of those.
They're
too.
100% combat veteran owned. Real men smoke cigars. They don't smoke fucking hookahs.
And good dudes. I want to speak volumes about the company. They're
Great
legit
guys.
dudes. They're fucking great dudes.
Yeah.
I was very redundant in my statement right there, but sometimes you have to be, you know?
Yeah. You really
gotta
do
be
have
good
to be.
dudes. You got to be good dudes.
So go to warfightertobacco.com. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. You get 10% off of everything.
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 And then we got the finest novel ever written by a little man named Ross Patterson.
Who's Ross Patterson?
Would you agree?
Ross
Would you agree
Patterson,
that is the
greatest
finest
lover?
novel.
I
You
still-
read a lot of books.
No, I haven't read it because Ross hasn't sent me one yet.
That's right. You've asked for a signed copy.
Mhm.
A lot of people think, by the way, you'll find this, Matt. That you think the publisher sends you like 1,000.
No, you got to buy your own
You
fucking book.
get one. I'm
Yeah,
dead serious.
I know.
You get one from the publisher. Same with the movie studio. No matter how big the movie you do, like Accepted, New Guy, all that shit, you get one DVD. That's all they fucking send you.
That's like Range 15. I had a special order with Jared.
I
a bunch
dude,
of Range 15
Range-
DVDs
same
to
here.
get 'em. Yeah.
So with Range 15, I ordered the Blu-rays off the site just like everybody else
Yep.
did. Same with so at night she cries while he rides the seat. Here's what I'm gonna do, Evan. I'm gonna order it to my house. And in return, when I send it to you, I want K-Cups.
Perfect.
From Black Rifle Coffee. So go to, if you want the finest piece of literature of all time, if you like the comedy Range 15, Airplane, Blazing Saddles, go to Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Walmart.com. It's finally got it. It's in bookstores everywhere. You won't find it in airports because of the nudity in the language.
It's a little edgy.
It's a little
you know?
too much for people.
Wasn't 50 Shades of Grey in the
Yeah, but
airport?
they sell Penthouse
You know,
in the airport.
that's a bag
they
of
sell
bullshit.
Playboy
but
in the airport.
you have to wrap it. So there was a discussion, by the way, with the publisher of like, hey, do we wrap this? There's a rule, if you wrap it, you can't open it and you can sell it in there. And then they kind of weighed the cost of wrapping it versus shipping
Why not
it
just
out.
pull the illustrations?
We
for
all
the
go
airport
through
version?
that way, right? Yeah. We weigh the cost on that
See
every
what
night.
you did. I see
Yeah.
what you did.
Yeah,
Do I
we
drop
do.
this load in you? I don't
You
know.
got nothing but 4 raw doggers on you.
Yeah. Don't worry about them herbs.
I like the Southern Ross.
Speaking of K-Cups, by the way.
that was a perfect segue
You know,
to Mr. Evan Hafer.
You're welcome.
There is a nutrition store, a supplement store right outside of Fort Carson that has a giant display of Black Rifle K-Cups. Caliber
Get
Nutrition.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I walked
Caliber
in there,
Nutrition.
and there's a whole stack of boxes of K-Cups for sale.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
So
you're
if
everywhere.
you
Black
are
Rifle's
on
everywhere.
Fort Carson
Everywhere.
and
Yeah.
you don't want to wait for the delivery, the mailman,
Yeah.
or you're in fear that the mailman keeps sneaking into your house and hanging out with your wife,
Yeah.
you can
Yep.
go to Caliber Nutrition and buy yourself some K-Cups.
Look at that.
Nice.
Evan Hafer, where else can we get Black Rifle coffee?
You can go to blackriflecoffee.com and you can order our premium roast to order coffee any day of the week, 7 days a week.
You got
can
you
also
got
get
subscriptions
K-Cups. Yeah.
and you got promo codes, right? Is
Oh
Drinkin'
man,
Bros?
we got Drinkin' Bros, we got Drinking Bros, so
both.
you can do either one
Let's
because
say you can't
some guys
spell.
are like, "What?
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell. I'm just going to type in like great." I'm sure you're going to come up with something.
Yeah.
I don't know
You'll
what
get
that
close
discount
enough.
is.
It's like Google back in the day where you're like goggle.com. You're
Yeah.
going to find out.
You're going to get
Yeah,
Put that promo
I
code
I
in
got
there.
an
It's gonna
email
work.
one time. It was a guy was like, "Hey, I'm trying to buy some Black Rifle coffee." I keep typing in the promo code. I was like, "Oh, Drinkin' Bros." And it was Drinnin Bros. And I was like, "How much have you had tonight?" He was like, "Man, a lot, a lot." And I was cool. Throw a K in there, and then you'll be good to go. One of those
You
will
gotta
work.
you got to say
What
one.
percent off do you get? 10% off.
10%.
10% off.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's not as good as Strike Force, but
Oh, God. Company war.
Hey,
Wow.
I saw Monster Energy had one of their monster trucks, like their promo trucks, driving on the freeway, and I just burned up next to him, and the car rolled down the window and was like, "Coffee's better!"
And you got a ticket right after
And you got to take it again. I will
Coffee's
say,
better. I'm going to get a ticket.
after Freedom Fest, I had the honor of having CEO of Black Rifle Coffee, Evan Hafer, make me a gourmet coffee.
I know he makes the best coffee.
Dude, it's like anytime he's around, I'm like,
He makes
hey
the best
man, I know
coffee.
you're like this dude, but can you make me a cup of coffee? Because it's like way better because he does the whole, I don't even know. The French pressing is about as gourmet as I get,
right.
and I'm fucking lazy, so I K-cup. But
Yeah.
when he does that shit over there, I'm like, oh,
I know.
big
I
girl.
know.
I'm
Everybody in the
past,
coffee
I'm
getting
past this,
tipsy.
You know, I'm like, where Rocco is with pornography. Like,
Right.
he's not doing missionary anymore. He's skipped over like the Bukkake sesh.
He's
somewhere
he's
else,
on a
right?
whole nother
He's
level.
on a whole
He's on
Humans-
websites that you have to
new
go
level.
through.
Humans are
That's
fucking
where I'm at with coffee.
not even
Like-
like that's still
yeah, like, yeah.
that's still a toss up,
Why is that person fucking a hand puppet? I'm not exactly sure.
Right.
right.
Not exactly
I wanna
sure
see that.
what that does for Rocco, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And I
So
don't
you're
even know what that
saying,
means.
so you're referencing that you're not a K-cup drinker. You're way past that.
I'm way past missionary coffee styles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way
Where
past
would you
it.
say, like, in
I'm
reference to where
I'm out in like goat land.
you're in
You know
goat
what I'm
land right
saying?
now?
Like in not only goat land, like, because you'd have entry level goat stuff. Goat
Right.
play. I'm probably
Entry-level
advanced
goat stuff.
goat play. Like the
Ex-
goat's gonna have it's gonna have a ball gag in it. It's
The goat's gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
head-mounted
You-
dildo.
I'm advanced goat play.
A
level
leather
with
mask
coffee.
with a zipper for the mouth.
Get up there.
There's
goat.
like a
Get in
strap
there.
on with a hole so you can double dick it. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even know. Like,
Yeah.
it's your own dick
Yeah.
and the strap on, so it's like a DP for the goat thing.
Oh yeah. By the way, you had a real fucked up story today. You told me at lunch. What was it?
I don't remember why we were even talking about that.
Yeah.
What-
why are you getting all shy now? Today at lunch, you were vocal.
You're not
You
gonna-
were
Oh,
loud
no,
about
I'll
it.
tell the story. It's a good story. But I'm trying to figure out what our trigger was that went into that. Like why I
I don't know.
referenced.
Do you have triggers?
No, he
anymore?
doesn't. I think that was just a Jaredism where we're sitting there like, hey, man, so I think that going into Q4, we should do the blah, 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 blah. And then Jared's like, I got a story, and you're like,
I got a
oh,
story.
here it comes.
So I was in a 2004
Home of the Masters,
On
green
like-
jacket.
on a TDY, and so I was
What's
with
the TDY?
military, temporary duty.
Okay.
So we were down there controlling dry F-16. So they're not dropping bombs. but we're-
Every day I'm controlling a dry F-16. You know what I'm saying?
So we were doing all kinds of fun urban casts in the city. Well, I go out one night and I meet this couple that had just gotten married like 5 days.
Look at
prior.
that. Wet, a nice wetful bliss. Yeah.
And I found out they were both 18, but supposedly they had known the owner of this.
They got
bar.
married at 18 years old?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
so that's they're not going to
decision.
last.
That's a good decision.
Yeah.
No, what? That's a great decision.
Yeah.
At 18, you know who you are.
You know who you are. You know who you're going to be.
I used to
Yeah.
tell all the students when I was an instructor, I support 18-year-old marriages because by the time you're 25, you're divorced and you know what the fuck not to do.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
True.
So,
Is that you just reliving your past? Because I feel that's
Yeah.
the case.
Yeah, pretty
'Cause that's
much. That's me.
insanely accurate.
that is me. So they knew the owners of the bar, so the owners allowed them to be in there and be drinking and stuff. And I had a stool right next to them and everything, so I was buying them drinks and they had never had Irish car bombs, so we were doing car bombs all night. Well, as the night came to an end, their card got declined, and I was just like, I'll pick up their tab. So I paid theirs. And they
a
were,
wedding gift,
they were,
right?
Yeah, they were cool. They were about
They
to go
weren't
get-
registered at Bed Bath & Beyond.
They were about to go get in their car, and I was like, "Nah, you guys are fucking hammered, and I'm mostly responsible for that. So I have a hotel room. I'll sleep on the floor. You guys can take the
What
bed."
kind of hotel? Was it a Motel 6?
No,
or
it was a nice hotel.
Was it
like it's
really?
in down.
Okay.
like, right on the main strip.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
near the
yeah.
middle of
What were your
Mushroom.
intentions at this point in the story?
I had none.
It
it was
no,
just, hey, take the bed. I'll sleep on the
so
floor.
you were
I
like
don't
legit
care.
being a good dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
was like, there's no way. Also, too, you feel a little guilty if you were the one giving him drinks too. You can't just let him drive away.
Feeding him Irish car
Yeah,
bombs,
yeah,
listening
like-
to you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun in the Uber because you're the driver.
yeah,
Like, what
exactly.
the fuck?
Yeah.
So we go back to the hotel room. I take a sheet off and leave the blanket. I lay on the floor with a pillow. Turn the lights out. Go to bed. They start having sex. I'm just kind of
Look at that. They're 18. They just
Yeah.
got married.
Done.
That's
Yeah,
awesome,
that's
man. Look,
nice.
you facilitated a safe night of sexual
Fun.
encounter.
Right.
She was really hot too.
Okay.
So listening to that was fun.
Absolutely.
In the middle of it, he needed to throw up.
Okay.
So he gets up, runs into the bathroom, shuts the door. You hear him puking. And as he's doing that, a little hand comes out from the bed and like feels around me on the floor.
A little
and
fish
then
jumped out of the
goes
ocean, huh?
Straight
Yeah.
to my dong. She
Really?
just starts.
Did you just call it a
grabbing-
dong? He
Yeah.
lives in the 2000s. I love
Nice.
this.
Yeah, I do
not?
too.
Yeah.
What should I call it in this story?
Your hammer. Whatever.
Your hammer, your dick, your cock,
That almost
your
it
pleasure
just seems
wagon,
tacky.
your fuck
Like,
stick,
If I'm gonna say, oh, she grabs my cock, like that
my
sounds
tuna
tacky.
can filler, whatever you want, dude.
Okay.
So-
so she grabs my dong. My dong.
There she is, grabbing
So
my dong.
you hear him washing his hands. I'm like just wide-eyed, like, holy shit, this is actually happening. And he opens the bathroom door, and the hand retreats back to the bed.
Did you finish?
No,
Okay.
no, this
Was
is,
was it masturbation? Like was she?
Oh
was she,
yeah, it was.
Oh,
like
so she was stroking
smooth,
inside of
smooth
Oh, yeah, yeah,
at
motion.
this point.
A
Yeah,
sidewinder.
She's laying on the bed, so she was like, yeah, she was
going. It was a
left-handed.
sidewinder. Yeah, yeah.
So they immediately go back to fucking. She's on top now, riding him. It's super loud and everything. And I'm on the floor, like, all right, we're back to this.
Yeah.
And then I hear her shaking him, like, wake up, wake up, wake up. God damn it. Are you serious right now? And you just hear him snoring.
He's out.
And then I
At
just,
that moment, were you like, "What is about to go down"?
No, not at all. Still, I'm just like listening, like, this is funny. Like, he fell asleep. I hear her like jerk off of him and like rustling the sheets, like just pissed off.
Right.
And I could hear her probably like push him over.
But
because
you
he's,
know where
like,
this is going, right?
Snoring. No, not at this point.
Come on. She'd already pre-jacked you.
Yeah, you already
Yeah,
had.
you
it
know
wrapped.
what-
There's no
you
way
know-
that you were.
There's no
sitting
way
in
that
that
you
position.
didn't know of like, oh,
I then
well, I'm
hear
probably
her
gonna have to take over for.
Sit up
Taylor.
and like she shakes his shoulders, like, "Are you gonna wake up? Are you gonna wake up?" All right. And then she slides onto the floor. She's already warm.
Oh God!
You know what? I
She's
feel like
already.
I
I
would
think
say-
that story went down like that. I think that he was sitting there like, and he's fucking rubbing the cock to make sure he's at least 60%.
Oh yeah. I was. The
What
whole
is that?
time.
Flaccidity,
Yeah.
flaccid? I don't
Yeah,
know. What
I
that
was.
is.
I was trying to
Flaccidity.
jerk
I'm making
off
that
to
word
him.
up. I think that
But
should
I
be
was
a word.
I was
Yeah.
waiting
I like
too
it.
to see
Flaccidity?
what would
I
happen.
like it.
Uh,
It's like acidity, but like for your cock and
Yeah,
blood flow.
yeah.
So
Nice
she-
lucidity.
she slides on the floor, and it must have been like 2 a.m. We banged until like 5.
Wow,
Just-
you went for a power bang while her
Yeah.
husband is passed out.
Yeah, on the bed.
Wait, on
We're
their
the-
wedding night.
But we're on the floor. It wasn't there. It was 3 days after their wedding.
Oh, okay. Well, you look, a gentleman waits 3 days. So, come on.
So
Well, no, you did say earlier 5, so you are more of a nice guy at 5.
Yeah.
Knock comes on the door about 5:30. It's the guys. We got to get going. Our team. There's
Their
2
friends
teams
or
there.
oh, okay,
No, it's our
okay,
guys.
your guys.
So I get up. She gets back into the bed, and we leave to go control. Well, at about 9 a.m., I start like thinking, all right, I don't want her to wake up. You know, she's young. She's gonna wake up and be like, oh my God, I was drunk. I'm sorry.
Sure.
I fucked the guy on the floor. Like, so I was like, I called the other team and I was like, hey, can you go into my room, grab my guitar and my computer, switch me rooms and put that stuff in a new room? My buddy, he was actually the boss of the squadron, Chaz Bocook. Amazing human.
He'll be happy for that name drop.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fine. He didn't do anything wrong. He went into a room and grabbed it. He didn't know what was going on. He's like,
Chaz.
He's
oh,
a
you
good
just
boy.
want me? Yeah, you just want me to switch you hotel rooms?
I would say battle
What
buddy,
was
but I don't know what
nice?
the airmen
This
call
is
it.
an E3 calling an E7 saying, "Hey, bro, can you hook me up?"
That's the Air Force,
That's-
Ross.
Sure.
This is
That's the Air
how.
Force.
This is how TAC Peace roll.
It's
you
a
know,
lot like Battleship.
this is how
I
TAC
get the
Peace
gist
roll.
of it. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had my back
Ask Rihanna. She
because he
knows.
did.
Exactly.
He went in. He grabbed my guitar. He grabbed my computer and my suitcase, and he moved it to another room and had another key for me when I showed up.
Look at that.
And now you
And
know,
that's and he is a drinking bro for that.
absolutely.
That's what friends
constitutes a
are
drinking
for.
Drinking bro of the story. I just
Wow.
yeah.
Chaz.
yeah.
So Chaz.
Full circle.
Chaz Bocook.
Bocook.
Yeah,
God damn
he's a
it.
good guy.
A real good
He
guy.
did- he
You know
didn't
who's
ask
not a good
he
guy?
didn't- He didn't ask
Jared
questions.
Taylor for fucking someone 3 days after a wedding.
Jared
you know,
Taylor.
I
How
was
old were you at that
I wasn't
point,
at
Jared?
the wedding.
How old were you?
20, maybe 19.
How are you guys ordering Irish car bombs?
Because I played music in the bar and they never asked me for my ID. So I went in and did an acoustic set, and then they just
So
let
you
me
were
drink.
playing a coup the whole night. She probably saw you and
Oh
she's
yeah,
like, oh my
yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
he's an amazing singer.
They loved the Wonderwall.
Oh yeah.
she
That
did.
was your
She did.
go-to,
She
wasn't
did.
it?
The you know.
Now let me tell you exactly what happened. Right. So the real story is Jared saw this smoking hot couple, and he's like, "I've got earmarked on either one of these. I got 50-50 on this. I don't give a fuck."
I got 50
And
on
then
it.
he's like, "However this goes, it's going in my favor."
Yeah.
No, keep drinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Have another one.
He's like,
Have another one.
He's like sizing her up.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Both of them, man, just feed them drinks. Here, car bomb after car bomb after car bomb. No, hey, you guys come up to my room.
Yeah.
And he's like, if this three-way goes right, I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
That is not what happened. It was really good sex though. I remember she was
middle.
she was good.
Hey.
Hey,
Good for-
she was
and
good at the
what year
sex?
was
Yeah.
what year would you say that was?
2004.
2004. So right now she's 30.
Wow.
She's 30 years old.
Yeah.
She's probably grown up. They're obviously
kids.
divorced. She's married, remarried.
I wonder.
with kids
So
to
I
another
had
man.
that fear.
Yeah.
I had that fear that he was going to show back up to my room with a shotgun. That's why I wanted to move rooms.
Well, you know what the good thing is you told that story on the podcast, so he'll hear it, probably try to chase you down and blow you out for ruining his marriage.
Yeah.
Well,
Jared
no.
Taylor lives
Hey.
in El Paso,
Hold on,
Texas.
you can't say no when someone on fucking gave a 1-star to Range 15 solely saying, I think Jared fucked my girlfriend in Florida. So
True.
Yeah.
it catches
Well,
back
I
up
hope
to
he's
you.
not mad at me. I was young.
Was
I
it
was
that?
young.
Were you in Florida? No.
I was in.
Crushing wives in different states.
You know?
Killing dreams state by state.
We're
Smashing
He'll be in
puss
Portland,
and-
Oregon
Yeah.
next week.
Adolescent Jared never knew what a ring finger was. He didn't care. He just running through the wives.
Oh, that's not true.
Jared.
That's not true.
No,
I
that's
can count on one hand.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Can.
Like that. There's that one.
yeah.
There might have been.
Let's be honest. You could just only count on one hand.
Yeah.
So two is too many digits. After that point, you're like, yeah. You've got. I'm sure you've got a lot of those in the bank.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I really don't.
No.
I mean, the other two that I do have, I wasn't told until after.
Oh, that they were married?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Then that's
I will say
fair.
I had a very similar experience.
That's not fair.
I went home with a girl in Tacoma, Washington. This is back in my military days. Got home, we're hanging out, drinking. She's like, "Let's go to the room." So I walk in, and there's a Marine Corps, the blues cap. What are they? Right, blues Marines have.
Yeah.
The little hat that they have, the dress hat. And I was like, it's fucking, maybe your brother is a Marine. This is kind of weird. So we start having adult fun, and I had 2, maybe 3, I forget, of her husband's dudes break in like mid pump. And they were ready to fucking throw blows. I had no fucking clue that this chick was married. And that was me finding out. It was like, you motherfucker. I was like, oh shit, I'm going to get my fucking ass beat right now.
That's not
Wow.
fair.
So I did a little ninja dip, got out of there real quick and walked. I think I walked like 16 miles home with my buddy that night. Because
You're kidding.
that's before Uber and taxis.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the fucking way back to Tacoma. I got in at like 4 a.m. and was up at 5:30 for formation. It was a good night, you know?
Yeah.
You're not a ranger until that shit happens, you know?
16 miles.
It was a long fucking walk.
God
It
damn.
took us like 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
We
but
were
they
at a
should have
brisk
been mad
pace.
at her, not you.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was married.
Yeah.
And admittedly, at that point in my life, if she's like, I'm married to Marine, I'm like, well, guess what? Rangers lead the way. So, I'm not going to say that I would have had an,
And then just tell your husband that. Hey, tell your husband for me. Rangers lead the way.
Hey,
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Do you want
I
this
just gotta
sweatshirt?
clean up real
Do you
fast
want
with
this
these
black?
blues.
You want this black sweatshirt that says Second Ranger Battalion? I'm just gonna leave this here for you to wear.
Oh God, could you imagine?
I'm just gonna wipe my dick off on the sleeve of these blues.
I've
Don't
seen
worry
that.
about these.
I've seen
Put a
Corporal,
snail
huh?
trail on this, Corporal.
There's
when I
another
was
chevron.
at the 14th ASOS at Fort Bragg. We had black sweatshirts that said 14th ASOS, and it had a giant airborne wings on the back.
What's
that
ASOS
said
stand for?
Air Support Operations Squadron.
Okay.
And on the back it said USAF TACP. Well, I'm in Walmart. I see a guy in ACUs holding hands with his wife while she's pushing a stroller with 2 kids in it, wearing one of those black sweatshirts. And it's just like,
Oh boy.
That's a good one.
Boy.
and you don't. It's right in front of your face. You
No,
don't
I
even
get
know
it. I get it.
It's just literally you're staring at that sweatshirt that says USAF TACP. How do you not know? Private.
Boy.
There's a story I will tell in about 3 months about something like that, but I need a buffer.
I need a
I
buffer.
need a buffer.
Need a buffer.
Yeah, no, I mean, the last like black sweatshirt, like a hooded sweatshirt I wore that got me in trouble. It said Trayvon Martin on the back, and I had Skittles and a can of Arizona iced tea, just kind of chilling out. Don't think
Just
no.
making it political.
What about you, Evan? You got any disgusting stories from back in the day that you're willing to
don't.
tell here?
No, I don't. I'm.
You're pretty pure. Pure
yeah,
as a driven
relatively.
snow.
Relatively. I don't really have a lot of stories that I should tell on air at all. Yeah. No, I've never had relations with a married woman that I know of.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Except for my wife. I mean, she's married.
Right. Well, she's
My
married to you.
ex-wife. Yeah. My ex.
She's married to the game.
So no.
She signed up for it.
I don't have anything crazy, man. Like my vices are different.
What are your vices?
Well, coffee and work.
Right.
For the most part.
But before you had a coffee company, what were your biggest vices
Work.
in life? And what were you working on before that?
Well, I worked for the agency for like 9 years, and so the last 2 years I was doing their advanced tactics and selection for a program over there. So I was working like 12 hours sustained. Then before that, I was like running.
How many days a week?
7 days a week. I'd work 24
Shit.
days on. I'd take about 4 or 5 days
Yeah,
off.
that's a pretty brutal one. Doing the training schedule.
God
as
damn.
an
That's
instructor,
that's
pretty
intense.
brutal.
It's nasty. Yeah, but it's fun. You're like hanging out with good dudes. I take my dog to work every day. I'm on the range every day. Like I get to hear myself talk, and people act like they respect you because they want to graduate. So it's fucking rad.
That's the beauty of being an instructor.
Yeah, I used
They
to
at
work
least
in.
pretend to respect
I
you.
used to work at in the men's department of a Mervin's store once.
Mervin.
Mervin.
I haven't heard that
I
in a
had
while.
control in my area of the mics throughout the store, the speakers.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got on the microphone, like people listened, people looked up to me.
Yeah.
So I want to say,
Like they physically looked up. Like
yeah.
they looked up to the
They
speakers.
looked up to me. And I want to say I was there for about that. My post, was about 4 months. So I would say we probably went through the same thing.
So yeah, you deployed for
Yeah,
4
same,
months
same.
to Marvin's.
I deployed there
Same.
for
You
for
stayed
4
the
months
night
to Mervin's.
in the
Thank you for
camping
your service.
department.
Yeah. I was in the
camping department.
I remember once I had to fold. There was an overweight gentleman who got out of a dressing room. I didn't see how many items he took in, But when he got out, there was 9 sets of pants in there that I had to refold. You want to talk about hell on earth?
Hell on earth.
That is
Yeah.
HOE, my man. That is hell on earth.
That is fucking hell on earth.
Folding 9 sets of overweight pants.
Yeah. I boy, that took a lot in me.
A lot of folding.
Yeah, a lot in me.
You needed
A lot in me. I did because I used to fold them up in the flag form, like how you fold a flag up.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got written up for that. I got
Oh,
written up
why?
You're not allowed to do that.
Triangle.
You
jean
can't fold the
folds.
khakis up like a flag,
I think-
an American
I think
flag.
that
They're
looks
not
awesome.
happy with it. It's hard for the customers to pull out. You know.
Lame.
But,
You were very respectful, which I commend you for.
Yeah,
super
very
respectful,
respectful.
Hey.
obviously. Yeah.
You know,
Hey, right?
And that was pre 9/11, so I was just doing it just to do it, out of respect.
Yeah.
But
respect for the doctors.
yeah, so I feel like we're kind of in the same boat, you and I,
Same.
in this
Same.
this life at
know?
fucking Mervin's.
Same, man. Yeah, same.
Same stories. I feel like if we wrote the same book, it'd be
it'd be
like
the exact-
reading the same chapters.
Comparing apples and
You know?
dildos.
Yeah, just the old apples and dildos
Apples
together.
and
You know?
dildos.
Oh, apples and dildos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And as the sun sets here, I would like to say you're drinking. You're drinking is that a? I don't want to say you got that at Mommy and Me, but that's a nice handcrafted.
That is
cup.
a handcrafted mug by one of the guys.
Drinking it mildly.
One of the guys.
No,
that,
it's
that
nice.
works
It looks like it
for-
was in a kiln at some point.
Yes, it's a handcrafted mug. It's a Black Rifle coffee or die handcrafted coffee mug from one of the guys in the office. His mom is a master potter, so
Do you
she
sell those?
makes them.
I want
do.
that fucking mug.
I sell 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sell them, man. And I designed it, so like I designed it as like the perfect height, the perfect depth for me, right? So
Right.
what I wanted was like the perfect coffee
Ergonomically,
cup.
I will say, because I steal your mugs and drink out of them, it is the best because it's enough hand grip where your 3 fingers and your pinky can go below the arch. You have enough to put at least 24 ounces if you wanted. So a 12-ounce cup of coffee is not like going over the rim, and it's wide, thick, and
It's going over
And-
the rim.
it's
And
not
I-
over it's a good cup. I don't know.
That was my
I'm
specification.
sorry, the audience, you can't see this
Yeah.
cup, but it's a nice cup.
I
You
wanted,
can't-
and
a
I
good
also
cup.
wanted
That's a
something
good
that I could
cup.
smash in somebody's face, and so like
And it
that's
hurt.
Yeah, it hurt. So like this thing, you can use it. You can use it to drink out of. You can smash somebody in the face with it. And, like it's great. Good mug.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you're heading back to Salt Lake in a few.
am.
We got you right before your flight.
Yep.
Are you going to be in town for Halloween?
I'll be in Salt Lake. So my daughter's 2.5.
Yes.
and
That's what I was alluding to. Are you going to take them out trick or treating and the whole thing?
absolutely. So last year, my daughter and I walked around the block. She's a year and a half, so it's not like
I
she's
did the same thing.
super mobile.
My kid made it about 1 block, amped out of his mind, and then just enjoyed the rest of the day out of it.
Yeah, we basically stopped at one house, and she sat there and looked at it. The lights, the mummies, and whatever the fuck else was going on there.
Was she scared or not?
No, she
Neither
was
was
just
mine.
like
I
super
wasn't scared
intrigued
either.
with what was going on. So what I've been doing, like in to lead up to Halloween, what I've been trying to do is like, I've got this fucking super scary mask, and so I'll put it on and sneak into her room at random times during the evening,
Fuck.
and like
Yeah.
shake her crib, and then put the light over my face, And
Rocco does that to his kids.
And,
He's got a
Okay,
he's
yeah,
got
but
a
Rocco's
clown,
kids are older.
but he's got
older.
he's
Yeah.
shipped the scariest clown mask of all
Yeah.
time back to
He
his
just
house.
ordered it, and he's like, I hope the kids didn't open it. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
and he
gonna
goes,
fuck them up.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
she has to be prepared. That's what I say.
I like
will say
that.
this with-
Prepared, not scared.
With Rocco though, he is an amazing dad.
Yeah.
But he definitely
and he'll video.
But
it
he,
so
yeah, he
the world
pokes
can
fun,
see
yeah,
it.
he pokes fun
yeah.
at the kids, and I love it. It's how I'm like in a relationship where I'm like, I'm gonna fuck with you, but at the end of the day, like I got your back.
You know what my favorite
Yes.
Halloween movie is?
Was that
E.T.
E.T.? Not a Halloween
It's not-
movie.
yeah,
Yeah,
what?
it is.
Not even.
It's about
No, not even close. It's about an alien actually, who comes down,
But
hides in a
it
children's
takes
closet.
place during Halloween.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it does.
I don't. Yeah.
It-
You're already
Good.
slurring your words.
It does take place during Halloween.
What are you dressing your
Yeah.
kids up for Halloween this year, Jared? You
I
got
don't-
2 now?
3? I think.
So
One's
since
gonna
I've
be
been
a
working on a
pink
costume with
bunny.
Charlotte, his kid, I will
Yeah.
tell you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, we're rocking Black Rifle onesies.
Really?
Well,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Charlotte was also she was
She's
a
gonna be a pink bunny or
she's
a
pink.
crow.
pink bunny or a crow. Yeah,
Okay. Or a crow?
Yeah, or a crow.
Those are 2 distinctly different animals.
Very
I like the
different.
pink bunny.
Well,
Wait, I
there's-
wanted to
we
do a
have
bald
both-
eagle
we
with
have
Charlotte.
both
'cause I thought that would
outfits.
be
Dude, a
badass.
bald eagle would be
And I
dope.
put her on my shoulder, and so she's like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be, dude, do a bald eagle.
His wife has been making some. Jared's wife has been making some awesome costumes.
she
Yeah,
looks
my
like
wife's
she-
making some awesome costumes too. I'm psyched about it. What about you, Evan?
My wife?
Yeah.
She hasn't made a costume.
No, but
that I
like
know
with
of.
your kid, is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
what are you gonna do with them?
I don't know. I don't know what they're going as. Like I'm kind of.
What are their ages?
I'm disconnected. I've only got 2.5, and my wife is 31. So there's a little bit of a difference between my wife and
See,
my daughter
it's
as
so
age.
weird when you say that she's that she's 31 because I'm 31 and I feel like she's like 8 years older than me.
Well,
just on the maturity.
The problem
scale.
is like you're also stuck at that same age. So if you were to like say, "Hey, I'm time locked at 23," that's exactly where the fuck you are. Like you're fucking time locked. There. You're like a time capsule.
But I just
You
look
are
at
Blink
time locked.
182. If I were to open Jared, it'd be like full of Blink 182 CDs.
Oh,
summer
yeah.
mixtapes of Blink and
Summer
Found
mixtapes.
Glory.
Fucking
tapes.
Iraq invasion fucking number 3 mixtape. And like
Iraq invasion mixtape.
I'm just
03, the 04
killing
mixtape.
03.
Yeah.
killing 03. No, I like when when he says 31, it's like I could probably have a relatable conversation with her, but I just every time I look at her, I'm like, no, you're way more. You got to be older than me.
Yeah, and not only that, but the way she looks at you too is almost like in disgust of like, oh
I
god,
can't believe
Jared,
he
I
brought
can't
you
believe I have to have a
home.
conversation with.
No,
I can't believe this
that-
guy's best friends with my husband.
Not, it is not a conversation. They don't have a conversation. So what it is like
We've never really
Jared.
spoke.
And you're
You guys
talking
don't-
about
you guys don't
conversation
speak?
between Jared and your wife?
No, my wife and Jared do not have conversations.
No.
Really?
No,
No.
God, no. They do not have conversations. Like,
because they don't get along, or because she's just. I'm
We
not
never
going to talk to
have
this
had a
child.
conversation.
No, because what Jared will do is he'll come in and he'll have conversations with me. My wife will she'll say, "Hey, Jared, what do you think about this?" And Jared will start, and he'll look at me and respond to a totally different question.
And
That's
it's
how
just
that
they
goes.
completely ignore.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how would
Yep.
that go down? So if
He
I-
pretends that my wife is like a hologram that it just like floats through the
Okay,
house.
so
never
if you're,
noticed this.
Evan, if you're Jared Taylor and
Yeah.
I'm Evan or your wife, and I
Mhm.
say, "Hey, Jared, did you see the new costume I bought, Bug, for Halloween?" What would Jared's react?
Hey, Evan, check this fucking video out.
That is 100% what that is.
Yeah.
That is, I
I
can
don't
actually
do that.
100% envision
He's
that in my
fibbing
mind right now.
What?
He's fibbing.
He's not fibbing. He's not a fibber.
That's exactly what goes on.
No, it's not. I'm
You-
I'm
you do.
trying-
You
I'm
treat-
there to
you
talk
treat
Okay, my
wives
wife
like
will make him
holograms.
breakfast. She'll be like, "Here's his 3 eggs," and then Jared will be like, slurp them all down, and then he'll go, he'll throw the plate into the sink and like slap her on the ass as he's walking by the stove.
Yeah, way to go, Flo.
Hey, bitch! Thanks for the fucking brekkie.
Yeah.
I'm out.
None of this
Deuce
has ever
McGroose.
happened.
I mean, I believe
I'm
Deuces.
going to-
Deuces.
I'm going to video interview Kate when I'm home tomorrow, and I'm going to get proof that he's fibbing.
I
Fibbing.
believe the egg slurping because Jared eats the
No,
quickest I've ever met in my life.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He's not an ass slapper. He's
No, he would never. He
I've
would never
never
ask
slapped anybody's ass.
No, you're not.
Have you noticed that Jared is the quickest eater? And I'm not picking on Jared. I love you. You know that, obviously. But he is the quickest eater I've ever met in my
Wolf's
life.
down food. I've never seen
beat
anything like it.
Jack on the set of Range 15 for that double-double. It was like
he has
50,
the best philosophy. about
51
this.
seconds ate a double-double.
What is your philosophy on why Jared eats so
the
fast?
food is an obstacle that he just negotiates. It's nothing personal. He doesn't like
He doesn't
try to
enjoy it.
No, it's an obstacle to get to the target. The target is ultimately Jared time, right?
But
So
supplemental
like,
information.
this is a fucking
Food
this
is
is a blip
stopping
on
me
my
from talking.
radar.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, but I will say, which Jared doesn't have, he doesn't give a fuck, which we tend to give fucks. Like, oh,
Yes.
are people going to judge me for eating this?
Yes.
And power to Jared,
Mm.
which I appreciate that. He just doesn't fucking care. So food is an obstacle, and he doesn't give a fuck if he is cheese grating on his hands. He's going to get that down, and then he's going to get back to emailing or doing whatever he has to do.
True, and I will say this:
I
the
kind
other
of- I
thing,
enjoy.
the other thing I enjoy about Jared not being a picky eater is we always get to choose the restaurants, and it doesn't really matter.
No,
it's like
not.
great.
it's all the same.
Jared's always happy. Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
like
matter.
future food where it's all just one green paste.
Yeah.
That's actually the way Jared
It's
thinks
like
of food in
astronaut
his
ice cream
mind.
to him. It's all
It's like-
Neapolitan.
Do they
Doesn't
make
matter.
astronaut-
It's all green
astronaut
paste.
ice cream anymore?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Look, it's the same thing
Space
I tell my
camp.
wife.
Boom.
Like, she asks me every time, like every week, whether she wants to go to the grocery store, what do you want me to get? And I say the same thing for the last 5 years. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Does she cook?
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
does.
Caitlin
She
gets
But
down.
I
good cook?
don't care.
She made me the second time I met her a dick meatloaf. It was like 7 pounds of hamburger. It was
Shaped
delicious.
Like a cock.
Yeah.
But she shaped the meatloaf into a cock and said, "Here you
Awesome.
go. You
That's
can eat."
amazing.
I was like, "That
Shove this
I
cock
ate
in
the
your
cock,
mouth."
dude.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ate
But
the
it's
cock,
just
you know?
Yeah.
like I don't. Food is a decision I don't want to make.
Okay.
Kinda like
But
clothing.
because the rest of your life is, and I get that. I
Yeah,
get that.
clothing I don't make a decision either.
No, we can tell that,
it's
Jared.
Just the camo shorts.
It's one
and a
pair of
t-shirt.
shorts and then endless t-shirts.
No, I got 4 pairs of camo shorts. I cycle through them.
Okay. I look. I like that. Where are these shorts from?
I got these at Kohl's.
Oh, at Kohl's.
Yeah.
I
Why-
can't.
why is it so
can't,
funny?
dude?
Why
Kohl's.
is that funny?
I just seeing you walking around Kohl's.
No,
in your-
I didn't
in your
walk around.
Crocs
I went
shopping.
straight. I went
like,
straight to the camo shorts section. I grabbed 4 pair.
At
And it was
Kohl's.
right before we had to go on
Oh,
the USO
God,
tour,
dude.
and I knew I needed.
So Kohl's was your first stop of like,
it's
man,
by the house. It's right off the exit.
I need Kohl's.
It was convenience.
No man, or very few women at that point are like, oh, I got a real
I
big
gotta admit,
hankering
I
for
went to
Kohl's today.
once, the one he went to, and because it was like last minute, I had to get a sports jacket. And I was like, "Who the fuck shops at a Kohl's?" Like,
It's
Yeah.
just on the
literally, I was-
exit.
I was
It's
talking
on
to
the
him,
exit.
I'll
Very
be at Target.
specific.
I'll be at Men's Warehouse, but the fucking Kohl's.
It's on
Yeah.
the
It's like
exit.
a budget Sears. Get
The
the fuck
only
out of
reason
here.
I
It's
went
very
in there.
specific. It's like Steinmart.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I really need some. I really need some Doc Martens from Steinmart.
Right.
I need a hacky sack.
It
some
wasn't
Doc
about
Martens from
who's
Steinmart.
selling him. It was I'm just gonna walk into what's right next to the house. You really think I'm gonna go to a mall?
So that's 2 things. So we're up to eating and shopping, out of your mind
No,
plate altogether.
doesn't matter.
Haircuts.
No,
same
it
thing.
does. No, he minds it because he has the Mohawk's cool.
Mohawk, sweet.
Yeah.
But you can get that.
So he
anywhere.
cares. I
I
don't
like it
think
a
we
lot.
can give him
Yeah.
a non-care.
Okay.
Just like that motorcycle that's driving by us right now. He doesn't give a
I don't,
fuck.
because we really are outside, by the way. So if you do hear motorcycle, children, dogs, there's also a pumpkin carving contest going on next door with the Somalian family. So whatever you're hearing out there, we're outside. We're live on the deck. This is what a podcast is.
I am the
Sorry,
captain.
I'm the captain
I'm yelling
now.
at the
I am
small
the
guy.
captain now. This has been a nice, cool, enjoyable show. Evan Hafer's got to get to the airport, and let's get to our drinking bro of the week.
Oh.
What do we what do we got? Let's go with for the drinking bro of the week this week. Let's go with Evan's wife. For,
Oh wow,
Kate
wow.
Hafer. Wow.
yeah.
Kate Hafer.
I like it.
Let's go.
Who's my age?
Who's your age? 'Cause
Doesn't make sense
we
to me.
said some thing-
23, trapped in 2004. Absolutely. It's a time capsule.
So we'll go with Kate Hafer.
Kate Hafer. drinking bro of the
We
week.
love you, Kate.
Well,
It's a
for
broette.
maybe a reason,
Broette.
are you willing to make public at all?
Yeah, she's prego, man.
There you
So
go.
There it
she's
is.
got a,
Number 2.
There it
she's
is.
got a little.
So Evan and
little
I are
sweet
on the
potato
same
in there.
path.
So, yep.
On the same
Yep.
path to
Yeah.
greatness.
If we
Well, we
can't
got the
fuck each
two-
other, we'll definitely fuck
We-
our wives.
What?
Wait, what?
Congratulations.
Who?
Do you
Team
know the
Kate.
sex of the baby?
too
It was
early.
missionary.
Okay.
This is-
Perfect.
It's missionary.
Do you know the sex of your baby
Quick
doggy
mish.
style? I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it was dog-
It was doggy style. I
Yeah.
was choking her,
Yeah.
and it was great.
It was great.
Wait, hold on.
Not yet.
Hang on.
Wait, were you
Yeah.
trying?
Yeah, were you trying
Yeah.
to have another kid?
Yeah, you had
Yeah,
to
yeah. I use everything as a negotiation, right? So my wife was like, "Hey," and I held out forever. Like I'm like, I'll just hold out, and fucking Cold War her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Until I can get something.
Gorbachev.
I ain't trying to break
Yeah.
down
Yeah,
the wall
yeah,
yet,
yeah.
you know?
You know, like I need to get something out of this. So, hey, we want another kid. Well, what are you gonna get? Well, I got some good shit.
What'd you
Sa-
get?
sa-
Good shit. Well, I think first and foremost is the agreement that if we were to ever depart from one another, we could basically, she wouldn't be able to like have any portion of Black Rifle. So I think that was like my primary objective.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, if we're gonna have another kid,
Did you guys sit down in a boardroom? Did you book out a
kind of,
conference room?
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, this was like a 3-month-long fucking negotiation.
Did she sign any paperwork?
Yeah, and video. So I've got a double redundancy. You know, so it's
And this is real.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is Evan Hafer, CEO, which I'm just like, oh man. Hey, are you hiring at Black Rifle? Because I give you
Yeah.
a job in the CEO like you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it took me a few months. And I've got a few more months of work until I can get maybe like just the ability to maybe like get a handy now and again from like a
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just
absolutely.
a random, like a stranger.
Like a rando handy.
Yeah, rando handy.
I like how
Do you
people
have
don't know
a
your
rando
personality. You are like
handy?
an amazing father. You always make time for your wife and kids. You're just
Yeah.
A rando
A
handy.
rando handy.
rando
I think
handy.
that's what I call it, the
I'm lost. Where
rando
are we
handy
right now?
contract.
That would be so weird if that was a contract with your wife. You're like, hey, so I know we have lots of sex. It's great, but can I get a hand job once a week?
Rando
Like,
handy.
Yeah, rando handy.
Yeah.
But that would be like if your wife was like, can you just like finger me and not touch me once a week? And you're like, I guess.
Yeah,
The
sure,
rando
I guess
handy
I'm in for that.
contract is based on others, though. So, like, I could stop in at like a Flying J and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, look at that fucking trucker.
Yeah,
Hey,
can I get a handy?
can I get
Can
a
I
handy?"
get a-
That's
can
a
I get
rando handy
Can I get
contract.
a meaty hand?
Yeah.
handy?
Can I get a rando handy?
A rando meaty handy.
Wait, that's a good conversation before we close this episode out. Are hand jobs cheating?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to the girls, they are. To women in general, they
I
are.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Like I feel that's a
'cause it's
stipulation.
like-
I
with
think
the-
it's a speed bump you could get over though.
I
Like,
think so.
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody's is gonna destroy a relationship over a hand job.
I don't think you can walk down the street with a brown paper bag over your penis and say, "Hey, rando handy day," surprise. Like
This isn't Australia.
But not
Yeah,
necessarily.
this-
like if let's say
we're not doing things backwards here.
hypothetically I'm at an event and someone's like, hey, I want to fuck you, and I'm like, ah man, I got a girlfriend, but you can give me a hand job. Am I in the clear?
That's better. I think that's better.
Better.
you're in the clear.
Yeah.
I think it's
Like,
better.
I feel like
I think you're on the path
because
to a better
I
man.
compromise. I'm like, listen, I could have had sex. I just got a hand job.
Yeah.
Relationships are about
Well,
compromise.
I wanna know
that's
what
the
the
thing.
difference
Is
is,
females, where to us there's right and wrong. Like there's not a scale.
Right.
It's not like to us. If our chick was like,
I just
I
got a
made out
finger
with
in.
that dude, like it's like, motherfucker.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
wrong. Not saying I made out with that dude at a party in front of people is just as bad as saying I let him bore me out against a car.
Yeah.
Like there's
Right.
no
Exactly.
there's no scalable.
Classic Jared.
But to-
bore me out.
On the back
But
of a car.
but
Very
to
specific.
females, they actually possess a scalable
2002 Cobra.
But that's
to
in, that's in
girls, they
benefit.
have a scalable
but-
amount of wrong.
I mean, I'm
where
very sexist.
where you
but
could
yeah,
say,
yeah.
but it's how they think. It's true. I've heard it straight out of their mouths. Where it was.
You're literally isolating 50% of the bar.
I'm telling you right now.
47% of the
Crush it.
population.
I've heard
Crush
a
to-
chick say, "Well, he only made out with her, so I think we're gonna work through it." So
Oh,
That's
that-
one girl, Jared.
That's
I've heard it more than a few times.
that's Jared.
Like they have the scale. Like the deal breaker is definitely sex. I think you could get through a hand job.
I tell you what,
I have talked to multiple women. All of them are what's
we'll
called
name
the
this
swamp
episode
donkey
Rando
episode.
Handy, and then we'll pose the question.
Could you
can
get
write in?
Rando
Yeah.
Handy.
What's
Could you get away? We'll put a poll up. Do they do that? Do they let
Yeah,
you do
we
that
can do a
on?
poll.
Yeah.
I
Could
actually
you-
think rando handy is part of the massage. It's part of it. It's like, how am I supposed to really relax?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
You
part
gotta
of,
can't.
finish this,
Yeah, you
girl.
can't.
part of the
Yeah,
rando
yeah.
handy.
Yeah, you
There-
gotta finish.
Girl.
Yeah, but we're the ones that fucked this up for ourselves.
Why?
Because we, as a culture, made it like taboo.
No,
Just
we
like-
didn't fucking do that.
Somebody
We
did way back
we-
when.
You know who fucked that up?
Who?
Beta males. They
Yes.
fucked
Yes.
that up.
Yeah, they
Beta
did.
male.
They
did.
fucked that up.
Yeah, we did
Oh
not.
man, that's a whole
They
nother
were-
episode.
I know.
Other
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we'll get to that on a whole new day. We gotta let Evan Hafer get out of here and get to the airport.
Awesome.
Thanks for tuning in, kids.
Yeah,
also,
thanks,
go to drinkinbrospodcast.com for all your T-shirt needs. We got some France presses that Jared drinks out of. He's too
Yeah.
deep already.
Yeah.
Get yourself a comfortable tee. Use it as a catch rag if you don't like it. For anything else, for Mr. Matt Best,
Yeah.
Mr. Evan Hafer,
Yep.
Jared, Toddlers and Tiara,
not my
Taylor.
that's
It
not
is.
my nickname.
It's
It's
fucking
not-
everywhere.
No, I've not seen it anywhere.
I've got
Seen
90
it
pictures on my phone.
Seen it everywhere.
I've not seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I think you guys are fibbing.
No, nobody's fibbing.
because Rossi P is going to end this epi.
Yeah, yeah. I am Ross Patterson. We are out of here. Good night, everyone. Sweet time.